Okay.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm here to debate about the California high-speed train project that is currently approved by the state of California and the state to start construction. I'm here to state that the project needs to be defunded and stopped during construction because it is costly and it could be potentially harmful towards California citizens and their. So our debate today is about the California high-speed train that's being built in Prop 1A that would require Californian tax dollars to be spent on this project. For my side of the argument, I would like to declare that the project should be stopped and defunded. As defined by the High Speed Rail Authority website, Proposition 1A, or the State Reliable High-Speed Passenger Train Bond Act for the 21st century, is a law that was approved by California voters on November 2008 elections. It was a valid proposition that allocated funds for the California High-Speed Rail Authority. So far, it has collected $10 billion from our pockets. Furthermore, due to Prop 1A, the following changes have been made to create funds required by the high-speed train project. A 1 cent per dollar increase in state sales tax from the current tax of 8% to 9% will be extended for 1 year through the year of 2012. The state vehicle license fee will go from 0.65% to nearly 1.15% of a vehicle's value for 2 additional years through 2013, and an increase of 0.25% in the state's personal income tax on every tax bracket will also be extended for 2 more years through the 2012 tax year. So basically, it affects people who work, people who buy things, and people who drive. Okay, and the proposed California high-speed rail line would be more expensive than every other active high-speed rail proposal in the country put together. While subsidized by everyone who pays the regressive sales tax, its users would have a higher than average income, so it would subsidize from poor to the rich. It would cost about $600 to $1,000 dollars per person, or $2,000 to $3,000 per California household before a single trip is made. This money could support about 20,000 teachers or police officers. My significant claim is the California High-Speed Rail Authority met to review the findings of an analysis on ridership projections for the $40 billion in the Los Angeles to San Francisco high-speed rail. So in the past, they have got together to have a meeting about the ridership, as in how many people will ride the train and how much money and how much money that will make, and and use that cost effect, the $40 billion required to build it, and how much it would bring in as income. And despite serious questions about whether ridership and revenues would meet goals, the members of the authority dismissed these findings as academic equivalence. The currently projected $42 billion will be, and also a major problem with this project is the $42 billion will all be borrowed money, both from public, state, and federal treasuries and private ones. So these debts require not only interest payments, but also a return on principal, like a mortgage. So not only that it takes $42 billion now, in the future, as we start to pay it back to these borrowed funds, it would cost eventually more. And the inherency claims I would like to make is, I would like to bring up the issue that not only that many Californians are frustrated that so much money is being used needlessly on this project, but also the fact that it would potentially get in the way and worsen our neighborhoods and homes. For example, Michelle Macaluso of Fox News reports that a California man says that he was shocked when he was found on the planning map that the state was considering building a high-speed railway through his neighborhood and right over the site of his future home. When asked, the high-speed authority only stated that they would just buy the land off of him, like so many other families who are expected to pick up and move somewhere else because someone told them that apparently they are living on a future railway. I also think it's offensive that these people would propose that they would just pay us for the inconvenience, and I think this is a serious violation to our rights and freedoms. And they could just pay us and say no hard feelings. And the solvency claim that I would like to make is what is the best use of $20 to $30 billion for that amount of money? It would be very easy to provide improvements to air travel, and along with many other things. And the High-Speed Rail Authority is the least cost-effective way to provide transportation services between the valley and coastal cities. And my plan of action is the traffic experts from the American Public Transportation Association agree that California has some of the busiest freeways in the nation. So I believe that instead of spending money on a futuristic plan that would cut deeper into our deficit before bringing in any sort of revenue, why not spend the money to better the current state of traffic problems and improving streets and buildings to accommodate travel?